Hey guys, what is up? This is Chrisian here with a new Eonic Enlightenment. And this is kind of one I've wanted to do for a while since I learned about, what's going on in gaming right now. Okay, so the first thing first is you can see there's Life is Strange footage. I kind of was just using random footage, but Life is Strange kind of also does tie into this because of what it is. It's an episodic game. And it got me thinking, why was this one like great from Sony or not Sony, Square Enix, but yet when I heard like the Final Fantasy VII was coming out, there's no, this is, again, was rumored, it could be false. It's rumored that you might have to pay $60 for each episode, 3 discs, and I kind of find that weird. I understand maybe that this is the big game, but that's going to probably be a problem. So then it really got me thinking, and I realized this is the same thing a lot of companies keep doing right now. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, some good examples of what I'm talking about right now is when I went to the internet and I was just looking up some stuff, the first thing I came across, and I loved laughing at it, was recently I saw a video, or I've seen videos from like Angry Joe, some guy, some ordinary gamers, just in general people who have been complaining about EA and their just crazy, stupid marketing. So a good example is right now that came up on the screen. Came up is a visual of Star Wars Battlefront, the game everybody wanted last year, and yeah, nobody wants it now. It. How do I say it without being like an asshole? I did play Star Wars Battlefront back when it first came out, and I did say it did deserve to come back. I'm not into FPSs, but what EA did to this game was so shameful that I can't even say it was right. And I hate the company of EA. I hate every decision they make now because they've ruined so many games. I was a guy who said, well, at least they have Dragon Age. And then they ruined Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm sorry, I like Dragon Age 2. Comment section, have fun. Anyways, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this company. I understand that they like money, but do you understand what you just did with Star Wars Battlefront? You've completely, and I'll say it again, completely killed your audience because look at this. Just look at this on Origin for almost $140. You could get the whole game when it first was coming out. My Will on the channel bought it for $120, and then he found out, I think a few months ago, that he could get it. He could get it for $40. Everything that he bought in this whole thing right here, and all he'd have to do, honestly, is just give it back to Origin. They pay him back his $120. He puts 40 of it back into the game to get it again, and just gets whatever. And I was like, okay, wait, EA can't be the only company, sorry about that, who could be at fault for this. So then I started doing some looking, and I found the next company that's starting to do this shit. And that is our favorite new friend from Mortal Kombat. I think their name was NetherRealms. I don't know who's the big director of it, but Mortal Kombat XL. Yes, totally needed a Mortal Kombat XL. We totally needed one. No. They're literally, what they're doing is they're pulling something that I'm fucking getting tired of. I'm getting tired of games where they think that they need to resell themselves to the world to get profit again. I mean, it's one thing to sell your game or like to port your game from PS3 to PS4. That's slightly understandable. There is one, I will say, The Last of Us didn't need to be on the PS4. I'm just going to say that right now. I know maybe people might disagree with me or might agree with me. Again, comment section, have fun. But that didn't need to be on the PS4. That entirely needed to just, stay on the PS3. So like there's no justification for this. All they're doing is selling you the DLC and the main game. So the guys and suckers who bought the DLC and the game just got ripped off because now they have to buy this because I know what they're going to fucking do. And they're going to do what the next game I'm going to show you did. And this, I can't justify it because you guys have seen videos of us playing it on the channel, but even still, Blaze Blue is a terrible company when it comes, or Arc System is terrible when it comes to their money grabbing tricks. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, every time a Blaze Blue comes out, works perfectly fine, nothing wrong with it, and yeah, that's it. The first game was just the first game. It came out on PSP and I think Xbox 360. It didn't come out on PS3. I don't think the PS3 was in that life cycle yet. When the second version came out, I don't even remember its name. I think Calamity Trigger was the first one. But when the second one came out, it came out for all the systems, Xbox 360, PS3, and then it had an extended edition. And you know what the extended did? Added one character. Nothing changed. Nothing fucking was different. They just added one character. And I'm going to be mean to Will. He bought it for $60. SK bought it for $60, but here's the difference. Will already owned the original. SK didn't. So when Will bought the new one, I know what he did. He told me he's turned in his original to get the new one, where SK bought it flat out. Now, SK was the right choice because, the game just came out. Or the game is new to him. So he tried it out, and we were like, okay, awesome. So I didn't know if I wanted to give them a slide on this because this is kind of cruelty when it comes to game design. So then when the new Chrono Phantasm came out, same shit, except what they did in this one is instead of adding one, they added two characters. So what I'm trying to get behind is I'm trying to understand what makes companies think that this is what people want first. I understand, again, making money is important. I mean, we all want to make money. So when situations like this come up and we need to make money, I mean, you kind of can't fault companies like EA or Activision or just in general anybody for what they do. One of the solutions I would say you need to do whenever you're releasing a game, if you want to re-release it, that's totally fine. But I think what companies need to start doing really is just release the game on one disc and then just fucking make every year's add-on DLC. I mean, that's what we're getting to. I'm waiting for the moment when we actually get to the point where all you have to do is just buy one copy of the game and it will just keep updating and updating and updating. I know developers need to move on and make this 2, 3, 4, but the difference between why making it 2, 3, and 4, this would be more productive, and I think this would also be faster, as companies can just keep updating the same code, can update the same formula, and then hell, they just plug in all the new information. So when I see companies who I actually do support, like Arc System, I guess I can say for right now, NetherRealm slightly, because we were going to think about picking up the Mortal Kombat, just because, well, yeah, we do want to try that for a Dig Versus, but the thing is, I've come to this one weird thing. Is it worth it to buy a game knowing that one of these fucking companies is just going to re-release it? A good example right now with the Call of Duty, as I brought up, they're releasing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 again. Did you not? I don't think anybody's seen that commercial, have you? Yeah, they're re-releasing it again. Companies are starting to figure out exactly how to make their market. And that's not release the game once, but release the game twice. Fuck you guys. I only accept Game of the Year editions because, one, they have all the DLCs, they have advancements, and they did some things to worth it. And one of the things also Game of the Year editions do, which is why I like them, they usually don't go for the price that you're thinking. So, Borderlands is a good example. When I bought the Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition, it came with only, let me make sure I say this again. It came with all the DLC. It came with everybody but, no, it came actually with everything. Legitimately, there was nothing missing. And you want to know what happened? We all loved it. And the reason why we all loved it was because it was just the same game. And all they did was they put the DLC on it, and they pretty much gave us the DLC for free. And none of us bought the original Borderlands 2. We actually knew they were going to do this because they always got Game of the Year. So I have to ask you guys to answer me one question about this whole scenario. Why do you go support these companies? Why do you support EA? Why do you support Activision? Why do you support Arc System? Why do you support the indie companies? Why do you support Square Enix? Do you just because you like their games, or do you want to see them succeed? Are you willing enough to dish out more than $120 on stuff? Because I'm sorry, I'm only going to put in, my max limit is $60. That is what I will spend on a game. I do not fucking care. If a game is so awesome, I will spend $60. I will never go get another copy. Or I won't do anything like the DLC or anything because, well, who knows? They might just re-release it as a package. So one of my friends might pick it up, or just in general. I don't need it. It's finicky when you think about it. So this is where Life is Strange was kind of coming into this. I have to say, even though we bought it for a cheap deal, when I saw the original price of Life is Strange, I liked what Square Enix did for this one. It was a 5-episode series, I believe. I hope there's no more episodes because I heard there might be another one. And what they did was they made it only, I think the total price of the entire game, from what I heard, was I think $60, but I think it was close to 15 each piece. I think it was 12 each chapter, which is perfectly fine. And this is where I'm confused with Square Enix. So you're going to go charge the entire this game, or charge the entire Life is Strange series for $60 in total. But then with Final Fantasy VII, you thinking of doing 180? I mean, I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy VII, but I'll just say this. That game is not worth $180, no matter how pretty you make it. Because here's the difference between paying that much versus the original. It already fucking exists! If it didn't exist, like how Life is Strange didn't exist, everyone could possibly, now let me say this, could possibly deal with paying the extreme amounts you're charging for it because they're paying for something that they don't own. Many of your fans who are, supporters of Final Fantasy and other things, yeah, they already own Final Fantasy VII. That's why they want it remade, you fuckers. So don't fucking charge it for such a stupid price. Don't fall into the same trap that EA is doing. Don't fall into the same trap that Activision is doing. I will say, I support a lot of the stuff you choose to do. But if you're going to do this, you're no worse than those companies. So, I really am going to say this. After this video goes out, who knows what happened to Final Fantasy VII? I might do a follow-up just to see, what exactly was, the prices and everything. And let you guys know, what I'm thinking of it. Because if this is the case, if this is what, if this is the case of what Square Enix is doing, there's no good game company anymore. Even Square Enix, the company that wants to produce great RPGs for us, they've fallen. So I want to see if it's worth supporting, and I want you guys to kind of agree or just hear me out and think like I do. Think, is it really worth putting that much money into a game that I already own? Or is it really, really needed? Do I need to put $180 into a game? other than that, I think that's everything I really wanted to get out about this thing. And who knows? I also might update this with a new year drop bomb. I mean, Mortal Kombat XL I thought was going to be it, but who knows? We might get something fucking worse this year where a company might try to sell us something for over $170. And if I see that, I'm just going to be like, oh my god. And I work in this field now. Anyways, if you guys like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. Please give me input. I want to see what you guys want to say. And if you just think that I'm an asshole and that I just don't trust Square Enix or I just don't trust companies anymore, let me know, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you don't think I trust companies, or if I don't have the, I guess, the ability to I guess, go with the flow with what they're saying, give me your rebuttal. Let me know. I will also address one more thing. Yes, I know originally I think I planned a follow-up video to FNAF in the FNAF World Enlightenment. Because of what's going on, I'm trying to get it done. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to get footage, but it should come out. If not, I'm going to be moving on to a different series of video, or a different video, because this Enlightenment is more what I want to do, and I've got a lot of time for that one. So if you guys, again, if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, and just spread the word. So remember, keep being an Eon Star, because we'll never stop going.